Hi developers, in my earlier videos, we have discussed performance optimization techniques for caching, clustering, load balancing, and in this video, we will discuss about compression. Okay, so what is compression? It is a technique used to reduce the size of data sent from the server to the client, and it minimizes the payload size, leading to the faster page load times. Okay, so whatever the response we will get, it will be in the compressed form. Okay, so that the size of the payload will decrease and our page gets load faster. So this is the concept behind compression. So one more question, do we need to manually uncompress the gzip compressed responses? So the answer is no. We do not need to manually uncompress the compressed responses because the modern browsers and HTTP clients automatically handle the decompression when they detect a compressed response. Okay, so they automatically decompress the responses. So now let's go to a simple step-by-step code. Firstly, we will import the express module. Okay, const express supposed to require express. Okay, now we need to import the compression middleware to enable the gzip compression. Okay, so what we need to do, import the compression middleware to enable gzip compression. Okay, const compression is equals to require compression. Okay, so now we need to initialize an express application. How we initialize it? Initialize express application const app is equals to express. Okay, so we have imported the compression middleware. Okay, so we have imported the compression package. Now we need to use the compression middleware. What we need to do, we need to use the compression middleware. Okay, so why we need to use, so it will enable the gzip compression for all the HTTP responses sent by the server. So this will enable the gzip compression for all the HTTP responses sent by the server. Okay, so what gzip will do, it will compress the data before sending it to the client. Okay, so to reduce the response size. Okay, so now I will show you the syntax of middleware to use the compression middleware. App.use compression. Okay, so this is the compression middleware to enable the gzip compression for all the HTTP responses sent by the server. Okay, now what we need to do, we need to define a get route. Okay, so when a client sends a get request to root path. Okay, then the server will send a compressed response. The server will send a compressed response. Okay, so how will define the get route? App.get this route request comma response Okay, so res.send, this is a compressed response. Compressed response. Okay, now what we need to do, this is a compressed response. Now we need to listen, app.listen to start the server on port 3000. App.listen 3000. We will do console server running on port 3000. Server running on port 3000. Okay. So what we have done, we have imported the required modules, Express and compression. Then we have initialized our Express application using const app is equals to Express. Then we have used the middleware, compression middleware. It will enable the gzip compression for all the HTTP responses sent by the server. Then we have compressed the data before sending it to the client to reduce the response size. Okay, so this is the syntax to use the compression middleware. Okay, so once we have received the compressed file, so we do not need to manually uncompress it because modern browsers and HTTP clients automatically handle the decompression when they detect a compressed response. So this is all about the compression. So guys, you can find the complete code for this tutorial on my GitHub account. I will share the GitHub repository link in my description. You can feel free to explore, clone or contribute.